Alrighty, folks, we've got a finals for you here. Moneyball 2024, Monster Draw Knockout. This one started Thursday evening. Fosner setting up his pull shot. That there. And it's 1-0 in favor of Fosner and Barnett. We're going to have a look-see, see who is on the winner's side. Do we know? We not. We'll look at that. No, it's not a winner's side. No, it's the knockout. This is it. This is for all the pennies and all the marbles. As this one gets in the way, it's 2 out of 3. Not win by 2 in the third game. This is just it. It's straight up 2 out of 3. And on the right-hand side, that's David Squires, Justin Shaw. I'm joined by a very special guest right now, a legend in and of his own right, Phil Schlafer. How's it going, Phil?
Pretty good, Adam. How are you?
Pretty good. I'm going to get that closer to your...
There we go.
There it is.
I'm right in there.
Give us a preview. What do we expect to see out of this match here?
Well, first off, 3 of the 4 players here are locals, and they play each other multiple times a week. Jake Barnett's from Canada, and he's been spending a lot of time here as well. So they're all familiar with each other. What I'm going to see here, I think that David starting out in the front is a good move for those guys. Justin knows Rich pretty well here, and he blocks well. So Jake in the back is not primarily a goalie, so I think he's giving Fosner a shot here to try to take this all the way. But I could see them switching at some point.
I want to see this next time that Jake gets the ball back there, because when you say that he's not a goalie, I mean, I know what you mean entirely. Just, we see him as forward, but I also just look at him physically. It looks uncomfortable the way he grips the rod, the way he shoots. Like, everything looks very not good.
When he shoots the ball from the 2-bar or the 3-bar, he hits the heck out of it. I mean, he's really torquing and getting every ounce he can out of it. But the defense is where I think is the opening for Justin and Dave, with him in the back right now.
2-0 now, early on in the goings here for Fosner and Barnett. First time chat. Hannah. Oh, Adam's back. Party time. Yeah, I would say it's party time. Ooh, slippery time there, Fosner. A lot of options. Here's the switch.
So you see the quick switch here.
Yeah. Where's that going to head? Offensive switch.
Well, they need a spark here. They're already down 3-0. But Justin will play a little bit more calm.
Fosner quietly all weekend, Phil, has been just putting together some good matches.
Very, very solid weekend for Rich. He's been in the finals or semifinals of quite a few different events.
And he's just playing smart. He's playing controlled.
Much more confident than I've seen him lately. I think he's figured out his firewall passing series. He's got comfortable with that. And he's back to shooting a pull shot. He's dabbled with the rollover here and there, but he's been a pull shot shooter for 30 years.
So something I'm used to seeing, and I know you see it a lot too up here, is the Foos brothers playing together. Him and Rich Fosner and Alan Turk.
And Turk, yeah.
But they not playing this weekend. A little surprising to me.
Yeah, I think Rich is kind of getting away from some of the distraction things. And putting a lot of extra time in, as you can see. His loose balls, grabbing those much better than also. He had a good strategy coming out of this match, too. If you noticed, he quick shot Justin, but I don't think that's going to work as well with Dave. He's going to have to study the defense a little bit.
Is that because Dave is more methodical, or just because Dave's just not going to be having reflexes?
No, I think Dave's a little bit more methodical. Justin is a little more jumpy in the back there, and I think Rich took advantage of that early with those 3 quick shots and put him ahead.
Next for the singles, Rich plays Michael on station number 13.
Front pin. Circling. Rollover. We've been seeing that from him too this weekend, Phil. I mean, Phil, what are your thoughts on switching from your primary to a secondary without, I think, any rhyme or reason there? Or was there some reason?
Well, I mean, Dave put a good strong block on his first pull shot, so maybe he thought, okay, I'll jump back over to the rollover. Fosner has been going back and forth a little bit with that. Earlier in the weekend, he had made a custom handle that was a little smaller in diameter that the tournament director allowed him to use, so he was switching it out on the 3-rod, so he was shooting a lot of rollovers with that. That's what he made it for. But now he's back to the traditional handle, and I hadn't seen him shoot any rollovers until that last one with that handle.
See them, actually, interestingly enough, the team on the left-hand side is completely unwrapped. Nothing on there. Throws a rods in disgust. The first game goes to Fosner and Barnett.
And that went pretty quickly. So, yeah, you're going to see Justin stay up there now, I think, for the duration.
So the team on the right-hand side, Justin and David, come up to you and say, "Hey, Phil, what do I do? What do we do to change this?"
Well, they got to put a little pressure on Jake. They got to get some shots on the 3-row. Between the two of them, I think they only had 2 shots that first game. They got to put a little pressure also on Rich. He's had a great weekend, but I think that last game he had a little too easy.
Shaw got a break early on the 5. Looking to capitalize on that momentum now against Barnett, who says no. But that time he says, all right, let's try it out.
So now we'll see if Rich is going to continue taking his time on the 5-row or if he's going to try to speed it up, and on the 3-row. Right? He shot those quick shots that first game, 4 out of his first 5. There's another quick shot. That works in Justin and Dave's favor. He continues to do that.
So Phil, talk to us about that, about rhythm and timing, speed in the quick shots. How much of that should be being done on purpose when you're game planning? How much of that is just part of the rhythm?
Well, I think Rich came out with that as his game plan against Justin, like I said earlier. But now that they've switched, the tempo's changed a little bit, I think he needs to go back, take a little bit closer look at it. Typically, you have a game plan coming in. If you're going to play fast right away, you're going to play slow. Right? If you're going to play against Brandon Munoz or somebody, you probably want to slow things down and not match his pace. And the pace of this game has slowed, obviously.
It has. That's 3 now, though, for Justin and David, who aren't exactly playing the cleanest of games, but they're up 3-0.
Right. I think if you start out playing fast, it's hard to slow yourself down later in the match when you need to start settling in and taking a little bit of extra time.
Right.
And it'll be interesting if Rich can slow himself down with that. I mean, my strategy, usually I'll start out a little slower and I'll look for my openings to play quick here and there, but everything he's been shooting has been under 5 seconds, maybe even 3 seconds.
This is the Monster Draw Knockout final here at the Moneyball 2024. I'm Adam Gilson, special guest commentator Phil Schlafer, and doing the camera switches, Danilo Fattel. Thanks, Dan. Is that a throwaway shot? I mean, I felt like there was just no the opportunity there to go up 4.
Well, Justin has a bit of an unorthodox 3-row. It works pretty well most of the time. I think that is something he'll work off of later. He likes to do the John Wayne off of that same set. Mm-hmm. That time he showed you the pull kick with the wrist. And he has his sneaky snake, he calls it, where he does that little flip over.
But we see a switch now. Might as well. Barnett up front. Justin in back. Well, shout out to you, Phil, from Lobato Twitch and the channel. Great to have Phil on the booth. Yes, it is. One of my favorite Foosers to watch play Foos. I was having this conversation with folks during the Pro Singles Final, Phil. You've seen Justin play a whole lot more than the rest of us. How much of what he does is pre-planned and how much of it is just in the moment?
I think he's generally an in-the-moment player, but he's really good at playing off what he's done, what he's established, right? He's got, like I said, a little bit of unorthodox type shooting, but he puts everything on goal and he hits the ball super hard, so that helps him. But he does have options on all of this stuff, so he's not totally just freewheeling.
It's true. There's a method to the madness, even though the things that he's putting together, like if I was trying to put a box score together, I'd be throwing my clipboard across the room.
Yeah, he does. He definitely sets you up for things. It doesn't seem like it at first, but now Jake will just keep coming at you, right? He does that tic-tac series on the 5. He's very methodical with it. He's really only using 3 passes off it. He likes to bounce off the wall, his lane and his wall. But the key for Justin and Dave here is to keep Jake out of this match, because he can get hot.
Shooting a rollover without a wrap. Always fascinating to see.
Yeah, and he usually does use a wrap. That's going to affect that rollover for sure.
Puts that away for
nice
nothing.
Pick by Dave, especially when he's been a little amped up, right? Shooting a straight, a little bit less stress on you. High option. Okay, so Rich has gone back in the front, I see.
Switch again. I mean, this is going to be what we're going to be seeing here throughout this final as they try to figure out the other opponent. It is game ball. John Wayne's that one to the end of the road. It is game number 3. Now
so
what, Phil?
So you see how he was setting that up? He likes to reset the ball to the pull shot position, but he brings the far guy over like a pull kick motion.
Yeah.
So he'll throw in that pull kick, he throws in the pull shot, and then the John Wayne. So he's got those combined pretty well. I think if Rich can start off this game a little bit more controlled and not shoot quick shots right away, I think they can regain some control here. But if he comes out like the first game with too many of the quick shots, I think Justin and Dave got the momentum here. That's not a good strategy.
And I think that's fair. What you just kind of summarized is we always say dance with who brung you, right? That was what happened in the first game with Rich, that controlled style of play. And we know that's what brought him here.
Especially on the 5 row. He's been very patient with that. But it's the 3 row. We'll see if he doesn't rush those.
Fosner looking to set the tone right away here.
Okay, so there's a quick shot there. 3-second.
Short memory. Had to forget that, Phil.
A break helps.
Yeah. Barnett's defense is just screaming, not that, but he does it anyway.
Looked like he was trying to bait him, race him a little bit to the long hole, but
yeah,
Justin didn't take it.
No, Justin's just going to do what he does. 1-1. Could be a pivotal loss to the 3 of Justin. It's still there if he's going to time it. He's trying to fake it, make it. Doesn't matter. Down the middle he goes.
Yeah, he puts everything into it when he hits the ball. I mean, and his shoulder fakes before he goes. I mean, it's hard to sit still. It's still a shorter time shot, but that was a nice long there. I'm really impressed with Rich's 5-row this weekend. He's really got a handle on that far wall series. Nice and controlled, doesn't overhit it.
Is that his primary? Is it always
It
been?
is now.
Oh.
Used to be a near wall passer. He'll throw one in there if he thinks you're not paying attention.
I wonder why. Do you know why he switched? It's not the norm.
I have no idea.
Trickles in 3-2.
Another break. That's
Yeah.
2.
Fosner Barnett.
Station number 3, Ben Husky, Williams, plays Vincent Campbell.
I don't believe this is a win by 2. It is win by 2 in the draws? Or is this not technically a draw? It's just straight up? We'll see. I don't know. Maybe we won't get to that point. Shaw. Did a John Wayne. Did a middle. Did a whatever he wants to do now. Tries that again. I don't think Barnett is jumping now.
Yeah, Jake's made a decision. No more John Waynes. What I haven't seen Justin do is too many 5-row shots yet. In fact, none yet this match. Typically, he's throwing one out there.
It felt like that was the time, right?
Exactly.
I thought
that big
yeah.
cross-court weave that he does
Yeah.
from bumper to bumper. He's looking for an opening. Next time he gets it, I'm sure there's one coming. I think he was really using that to scout out what those guys were doing. Those are really solid pull shots by Jake.
They are, and Shaw, he does that flurry of defense and then just stops. Flurry and stops. Fosner, opportunity to go up 4-2 now. Squires quietly just putting together a good goalie performance this match. Now might see that 5-bar shot. Not set up.
Well, he can do it from a lot of spots. Oh, that was nice.
That behind the man. Squires, did you see that? There was a point there where Barnett was spread eagle, and you could see Squires just kind of get down on his knees almost and be like, shoot it.
Yeah.
Well, felt that.
Let's see what Jake's going to do, if he's going to try to put it on goal or just get it out there hard so Rich can get a rebound.
You suppose now would be a good time for it?
Oh.
Doesn't matter.
Wow.
Puts it on goal. It is match point for Fosner and Barnett.
There's that 5-bar shot.
Golly. He's saying no, not win by 2. Yeah.
Is it win by 2 or 1?
It's not win by 2. They said it's not win by 2 for the draws. Yeah. Fosner.
Okay.
All the way,
Touchdown.
championship
Here we
point.
go. This is it.
Kicks it to the 2 of Squires. On the box, he goes.
Clear it out of there.
Yeah, that's what you want. You don't need to be a hero. Just move the ball along. Calls a timeout. Now what? What is Squires to do here, Phil?
Well, I think they should tell each other where he's going to hit the ball here. Justin is talking to him, I think, but Dave should say, listen, I'm going to put it near this area here. Justin is good at catching the loose balls, but I think they should. Oh, they're going to switch. Maybe not. But I'm surprised that they haven't said anything about where Dave wants to put this ball.
It's not a bad play, though, for Shaw to go back there, though, right? I mean,
probably not.
With a timeout left?
Dave has been able to clear the ball pretty good, but if I was the forward, I'd be asking, okay, what's your plan here? Where do you want to put the ball?
Barnett impressed to get it to the 4 points with the shot.
Bombed that last one. He's going to try again.
Blocked by Fosner inadvertently. Goalies are just trying to bomb, but Shaw says, look at that.
That was a
spin.
Another great on-goal shot.
Careful. There it is.
What's the timeout situation? One apiece?
One apiece.
Sneaky snake time.
Ball rattles around, back to the 2. Squires. Squires down the table quickly.
So now Jake has a shot to end this match here. Thought that would have been a good time for a timeout.
Is he going for it?
He's going to go for it.
He's going for it.
Yeah, this isn't going to be dainty.
Not dainty. Barnett, pull shot, championship point. Timeout called.
There was a nice call right there.
No, it's a good call.
Definitely think that in that situation, the way this match has been going, these guys should be using their timeouts here at 4-4.
And you can see them off screen. They're not talking about anything.
Okay, so now what's your opinion, Adam? Let's say they don't convert on this and Justin gets the ball back. Should he use a timeout? Or should he shoot while the other team might be a bit demoralized by not closing out the game?
We're about to see. I think he should
I
just
just
shoot.
predicted it.
You predicted it. I think he's going to do bomb along.
I take the timeout here.
The long.
I'd let Jake think about how he just didn't clear the ball.
Shaw creep. Oh, he's going to try to do the John Wayne, and he calls the timeout.
Nicely done.
Love that. See, let that be a lesson to you kids at home. Call that timeout, but only call it after 14 seconds.
Well, Jake had the death grip going there because he was irritated he didn't clear the ball. And now he's got him thinking about it a little bit more.
Look at that. Talking about the John Wayne.
Now, shot selection, I would not do the John Wayne here. I think Jake's decided that's out of the repertoire.
He just said it's win by 2.
You made us believe you.
I thought it was. Mr. Big just came over and said it's win by 2.
Darwin said that?
Yeah, but I was under the impression it wasn't.
No, they could have shook hands a minute ago if somebody had scored that point.
Maybe it's not a draw. Oh, no. I'm going to have to get a replay on what he said.
What is the final call then? Win by 2?
It's win by 2.
Yikes.
Yikes indeed. So we got some more foosball still. Shaw.
It's a nice block there. Erase that. So everybody's out of timeouts. I still say those were good timeouts on 4-4 there.
Well, given the information,
exactly,
they thought that it was. Yeah, they thought that. So no, I agree with you.
So did we,
but still, I mean that was the right way to be. 5-4.
Yeah.
Shaw looking, being a little bit befuddled by this defense. Tried to do something fancy to no avail.
Yeah, it looked like he either took a little something off of that, or was he trying to do a slingshot?
Honestly, I mean, I think it's just in their head. I think that the fact that now it's all of a sudden win by 2, and I don't blame him. I mean, it's messing my head up, and I'm not even playing right now. Shaw down by 1.
That's unfortunate when you thought the whole game it was win by 1. Touch block.
It is championship point for Fosner. Up 5-4 in this third and final game of the Monster Draw Knockout. Moneyball 20-24.
Back to the rollover here.
What? Is that not a third timeout?
Can we get a
I guess they know.
clarification? I don't know if that was their second or third timeout.
I thought it was a third, but you know what? I've been so caught up in the mystery of it all.
Okay. Well,
I would imagine they would know, so they didn't.
all right. So everybody's out now.
Yeah, now everybody's out. For sure, for sure. And regardless, it is championship point.
So it looks, we'll see if Rich stays with the rollover here. Probably. Even though there's no wrap on that handle.
That can't be comfortable. Yep, rollover position, championship point. Fosner dances, walks, and trickles that one in, and there you have it, folks.
Yikes.
Justin Shaw,
Yeah.
David Squires defeated by Rich Fosner and Jake Barnett, who are your Monster Draw Thursday night knockout champions.
Last chance to sign up for Golden Goals.